What's up, Lions fans? I'm Zack Moran coming to you for the Detroit Lions podcast, bringing you your studs and duds for Lions victory over the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's roll that beautiful intro. What a time to be alive, isn't it, Lions fans? Lions pulled off the upset, beat Kansas City in Arrowhead, ruined their Super Bowl celebration. Could it be more happier with the performance? Sure, there's things that need to be cleaned up, but that's what week one is for. See where you can improve at. And I'm sure they're already at the drawing board, getting ready for next week. First stud of the day, pretty obvious. Aidan Hudson, guy was a menace, was providing constant pressure all day. I think he ended up with 7 pressures for the day. Sure, he didn't have any sacks, but he made Mahomes' life a living hell. To a point, Jawan Taylor had to be cheating in order to gain an upper edge over Hudson. And even then, it provided zero help. He was in his space, made him very uncomfortable. Even in the run game, he had a couple good stops in there. Can't be more happy for the start of his sophomore season. Already putting an exclamation point on it right now. Second stud of the day. Going to the offensive side. Do you think Omar Brown? He had a great game. Caught a touchdown. Fantastic. Did exactly what you expect from him to do. But I'm going to go the other way. The serpent of death himself, Josh Reynolds. The guy provided a nice security blanket for Jared Goff when he needed it. In a day where our receivers was not doing a lot of anything. He caught a beautiful pass, converted a 3rd and 12 off a wobbly ball thrown by Goff. That extended the drive, which proved to be crucial in the David Montgomery touchdown. It's nice to see that chemistry still there for the two, even since their days with the Rams, and continuing what they're going to be doing with it, where hopefully it continues. It was going to be interesting to see who was going to step up amidst the absence of Jamison Williams in that receiver corps. It was good to see with the catches, giving Goff another weapon at his disposal. Fantastic. Third stud, the offensive line. Wow, what a performance from them. It's our first time to see this offensive line healthy together, and they showed exactly what they could do. I'm pretty sure majority of us was hesitant, a little nervous on what it's going to look like for them, because we didn't get to see them play together through the preseason, and a bunch of unknowns that were occurring. But they put that to rest. They gave Goff the necessary protection to make the throws that were needed at a crucial time. They opened up gaps for David Montgomery and Jamar Gibbs and pushing people aside for it. Even getting to the second level and just mulling them over. Yeah, there are a few hiccups with it, but for the most part, they did a great job against the Chiefs. First stud of the day. Hudson had a great day. Fortunately, the rest of the pass rushers were absent. Kaminsky had a great shoelace tackle off of Mahomes, and Pascal blew up a gadget play. It forced the Chiefs off the field. But other than that, it was uneventful for them. In a day you would think when Hudson is absolutely taking care of his business that others are widely open and make the plays. But they weren't there, fortunately. And it showed too when Mahomes was escaping the pocket and running for first downs, breaking that contain. With the plethora of edge rushers they have, you would think that something would have been there, but it wasn't. Hopefully this was just first game problems. And I'm sure they would come. I'm sure they're going to come up and fix whatever those issues are. You can't rely on Hutchinson for your sole pass rush. The second of the day was Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones was brought in, reunion in Detroit. Everyone remembers what he did. It was magical. It was great, and I think some might have thought he could just pick up where he left off, but his age is shown. He only caught 2 of his 6 targets, and one of them he put on the ground after a helmet landed on it, which ended up ending the Lions' red zone drive and also his first fumble of his career. It was bad time for it. It seemed like he lost chemistry with Goff after a few miscues and drops and balls you would have thought he would have caught. He didn't. And I don't remember him being targeted in the second half. Hopefully, it's just one of those issues that he can, as the veteran he is, look at it, fix it, because the Lions are going to need more weapons than just Amon-Ra and Reynolds. They're going to need another receiver for next few games until Jameson comes back, and hopefully he can supplement it in. The third dud, caveat to that, is the secondary miscues. This was mostly a first half problem. You could see that the secondary was still figuring each other out. They were getting an idea of who should be where, and it showed at times. Even you catch it on the game itself. You could see that they're like, I thought you can be there. No, this and that, and even to a point when the CJ allowed that touchdown, and you can definitely see he's like, yeah, my bad, guys, that was me. Thankfully, after the first half, going into the second, his problems seemed to figure out. The communication was better. Yeah, there were some plays you would have thought they would have made, like CJ intercepting a couple of those passes, and he just miscued, especially when Goff was just Mahomes was just heaving it down, and it just seemed to float. You would have thought they would have picked it off, but either way, those plays will come. Season goes on, but secondary seemed to figure out their miscues, and they seem to push forward. The rest of the half, they didn't allow a third down at all. The Chiefs went 0-7 on third down the second half. So results speak for themselves. Another stud list I would like to go over is the Lions rookies. I think I got to highlight these guys. Jahmyr Gibbs showed exactly what he was, an offensive weapon. This guy's speed, elusiveness, and toughness. He was not afraid to lower his shoulder and just pound them. Go. And I think he broke 6 tackles on 9 carries. Who does that? Well, Jahmyr Gibbs does. He's going to provide a spark for this offense that hasn't been seen in a while. Everyone's like, well, is he an upgrade over Swift? Hell yeah, he is. But some of those runs, Swift would have just went down or just went out of bounds. Gibbs is a whole different beast. He's ready to play ball. Staying on the offensive side, Sam Laporta, the do-it-all tight end, as he was labeled. Well, he can do it all. He caught first down after first down. I think he had a couple first down catches in the extending drives. But what was more impressive was his blocking. Even Dan Campbell said his blocking is significantly improved. Him laying out block after block in springing runs. I was tagging the offensive line. Well, Laporta is right there with him, laying down the same blocks and knocking people aside for Montgomery and Gibbs to take care of business. He's going to be a nice addition to this Lions offense that I think has been missed for a little bit, especially in the tight end spot. Going defense, Jack Campbell. Yeah, he was rotated in, and there was some coverage issues, if you want to say. But for the most part, you could see why the Lions love this guy. the pass breakup he had on Mahomes, the change of direction he had was impressive. He'll figure it out. The guy is smart and athletic. But from initial views, this guy can play. And it's going to be exciting to see once he figures everything out and puts it together. Coverage and all. Exciting stuff, guys. You want to say probably the biggest star of the day outside of Hutchinson? Brian Branch. The guy can play. How in the hell did this guy fall in the second round? No idea. This guy was made to play football. The tip ball off of Kadarius Toney would catch it like this, and he sprung it in and he took off. Majority of the time, that ball was just falling aimlessly on the ground, and no one had thought the wisest. The athleticism Branch has is impressive. Taking it for that pick six and that speed, that 40 time, throw it out the window. The guy went over and scored, which definitely helped at time when the offense was not clicking in all cylinders. Definitely a necessary spark that the Lions needed, for sure. And even outside of the pick six, that his highlight play, it seemed like he was around the ball every single time. And if they dropped it, no harm, no foul. He was right there. I'm pretty sure, though, if some of those balls were caught, he was ready to make someone's day worse. He is going to be... He's special, guys. There's no way of putting it. He's special. And I'm sure everyone got nervous when he went down with a no contact. Thankfully, it was just cramping and he came back. But he's going to be fun to watch, especially for tools around this defense, and the way he feeds off CJ Gardner-Johnson is insane. These rookies are special, guys. And as the season progresses, they're only going to get better. Can't wait to see it. Well, everyone, thank you. Appreciate it. Pretty sure. Like and subscribe. Get the notifications when we go with these videos. Great team, great content. We're ready to push through the season with you guys. Cannot wait for week 2. That Ford Field is going to be electric. It is going to be loud. Anything is possible, guys. It's going to be fun. And looking forward to see what they can do in week 2. They got 10 days to get ready for Seattle Seahawks and scheme up what they can do and prove the doubters wrong. Thank you, everyone. Let's go Lions.